Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, it's Jarrett Gaming. We are continuing the Secret Room series, Doom Tower Hard, Dark Fey Rotation. We are hitting Secret Room number 2, and that is Rank 6 Attack Champs. Now the comp I'm putting together, hopefully, will be accessible for pretty much everybody. Please, you can pick and choose your different champs. I'm not saying you have to use these guys. This room's not particularly difficult. If you've got a lot of hard-hitting champs with good gear, then you could probably just pick anyone you want and just chuck them in and hope for the best, and it probably will work. But I'm just going to chuck a few guys in that you probably will have or have had at some point or can get quite easily, especially during like a ×2 ancient, or if you've been logging in, for example. Ronda, login champ. Grishnak, he's just been done on the fusion. Ninja is the only one that's going to be a bit debatable. If you've not been playing long enough, then you probably won't have him. If you have, great. He's just amazing. And Marinix I've put in. She was a Fragment summon, I think, not long ago. I think it's Fragments. But I'm putting her in. She's pretty good. I quite like her AoEs with the Hex and stuff. I like the Fleshmonger because he has AoE, he has decreased defense. And I've got him in a stun set, bit of control. Ninja's great for his freeze and his hard hitting attacks, obviously. Ronda's good, she can lock out some champs, she can do an AoE. And Grishnak with his bombs and poisons, etc. So let's kick it off. Now, this dwarf is a right pain in the backside. If you've got someone that can remove buffs and stuff, then great, stick him in, because he is really annoying when he lands, which he hasn't yet. He lands his heal reduction debuff. It's actually really annoying when he lands it. So if you've got someone with a bit of resistance, then that's great. Now we have Fleshmonger. He's going to do his AoE decreased defense. That's pretty much covered everyone except for the Shadowkin lady. I can't remember her name now. Don't need to lock anyone out. I think I'm just going to go for the Fury. A few hits there. That's good because she's got shielded. And there you go, heal reduction, but it's not a problem because she's got the shield, so that's fine. I'm going to go for this one. I just want to get rid of Shazar because I don't want those bombs. As long as no one else gets hit, should be okay. So let's just give him a hit. Fingers crossed the bombs will just pop and kill everybody anyway. Good, good, good. Good night. Now, how far back? One turn to get the bombs back. It should be okay. I'll use Ninja's freeze anyway. That'll stop anyone hitting us. I don't think I need to lock anyone out really. And bomb. A2 is the excruciating. It's the one with the hex and decreased defense. Nice. Lovely. Didn't hex her, but that's okay. Freeze. Did we freeze everyone? We did, nice. Now I might actually save that for round 3. There we go. Oh, nearly. Nearly. I'm going to save that as well. Let's get rid of Farrakhan. Not quite. What's this one do? Ignore, unkillable. No, I'll save that as well. Round 3 is the tricky one. See, that's a little hex thing. Of course, since the hex buff, because hex now does little AoE damage, you hit someone with hex, it splashes someone else. That's actually quite a good mechanic. Hex is really starting to. It's not quite there yet, but we're getting there. You're going to start slowly getting there with hex. Right, good. One more hit. Thank you. Good night. Right. Turn 3 or round 3. Let's get those bombs out. And let's take a turn down and decrease the attack. Shame it didn't land on the shard there. That's okay. Let's do that as well. Get the decreased. I thought that one does decreased defense. Maybe not. And there you go. Decreased defense. And let's lock out the shard. Don't want him doing his naughty things. And there we go. Nice. Thank you very much. And you. Cool, this is pretty much done. There we are. Say goodnight. Ciao. Cool, another 3 frags. Lovely. Now the boss on this one will be Scarab. Really, I mean, if you haven't got anyone, if this is, if you're not used to the Doomtower hard stuff, he's you got to be shielded, and you need to destroy his shield to really get good damage going away. So, first team I think I used to run was like a warlord with the there they are. Burgess, that was it. Of course it was. See, Burgess, he has his nice little passive, so you can sort of solo it really with Burgess. I used to run 2 Burgess, one with destroy set, and the other one just as is, I think in regen. And the one in regen would do is a 2, which gives him all the healing, that sort of stuff. So they kept the one in destroy set alive long enough to take down the shield, and then you can just go from there. But once you get obviously the right amount of champs, you becomes quite easy actually. I remember when he first came out, it was a really good challenge to try and get the comps going. It was really good. Really enjoyed him when he first popped. But if you've got Skull Lord, it's great because it is passive where if you get hit, you do some max damage, and after about 4 or 5 hits, maybe more than that actually, maybe about six hits, his shield will go, and it's just a case of slapping him. I think now I use Uros the Soul Cage just to solo. Normally when it goes into the higher levels, he'll solo. So long as you've got poison on the Scarab, you will get a shield. So that means he won't then do his sort of passive, where if you attack him without a shield on, he will hit you back in like an AoE, which is quite annoying actually. So that's why I used to run. The Warlord would do his shield up, and I think obviously the Burgesses both have a shield when they get hit, so then they can just keep going without any so much damage. Ithos was generally there just to get rid of the waves, but he does also have on his A1 the max HP damage as well. So there we go. But it's not a terrible boss to get through. The first one's kind of easy really. The waves, you can just blow them and they fall down, so it's not too bad. But when you get to him, even get something in the bolster set. I mean, the bolster set would be pretty good actually for Scarab, I think, because that gives you protected. Is it 2 turns? I think it's 2 turns. Yeah, so it gives you a good chance to get a good bit of his shield down before they start dropping. But you need a good resistance to get rid of his because he does an attack that steals the actual buffs you've got, which is rather annoying. Which is why you run Warlord in the first slot just for the extra resistance. But number Great Hall actually has nearly 4 resistance. It really does help actually. So there we go. Anyway guys, that is Secret Room 2, and that is a little overview of our friend the Scarab boss. Hopefully this will be helpful for anyone else. Quickly, let me just quickly add. Who else could we use in place of Ninja maybe? Sort of control champs have we got? I mean, Basher could put the people's skills on cooldown. That can give you a bit of a breathing space. Basilisk in a stun set be quite handy. He's got a decent AoE, plus when he dies he'll come back. Skullcrown of course in some really good sort of savage and cruel stuff, gets some nice damage. Faceless does very good single hit damage, he's quite good. Stelicia, she's also got the hex stuff, and yeah, she does hex when they've got decreased defense, which she puts out on the AoE, so she'd be quite handy to put in instead of the Fleshmonger if you don't have him. Geomancer is always good. Yeah, that's it really. I mean, there's tons. Again, it's the great thing with these secret rooms, especially when it's these ones where you've probably got a load of champs. You're not losing keys, so you can just keep going and going and going until you get the right combo. Because But normally, as long as you've got some kind of good debuffer and decent sort of stats and artifacts on these guys, you're going to be fine. You should be fine. Especially this early stages, it shouldn't be an issue. Excuse me. So, yeah, there we go. There we go, guys. Again, if you're kind of new to the game, or you've got a certain point, you're a bit of a low spender, free to play, obviously the chance that you're going to have access to were limited. I mean, Royal Guard would be a very good addition to put in, definitely. As long as you get your debuffer in first, and then hit Royal Guard for the slam, brilliant. But yeah, I think Bash is really good as well for his putting skills on cooldown. But there we are, guys. So once again, it's like it boils down to how many shards you've been opening, like this game. I mean, Aethel as well. She's really, really strong with her AoE and the triple hit. So I quite like her in the stun set. She's really good for control. There we are. Anyway, there we are, guys. Once again, Waffle's coming out. Let's just cut it short, and we'll call it a night for room 2. Hope it's been helpful, and I'll catch you in room 3. Cheers, guys.